Coming to you from the Big Island of Hawaii, this is the Songs and Stories podcast. Aloha, this is Steve, and you're listening to Songs and Stories. We have a very special guest on today's show. It's Brother Noland. Brother Noland is a musician and author known chiefly as a performer of Hawaiian music and slack key guitar. Noland was raised in a musical family. His mother and brother were hula dancers, and he began playing music in clubs while still a teenager in the 1960s. I recorded this interview on July 12th, 2020 at the Mauna Lani Hotel. Brother Noland was giving a benefit concert for the Kahilu Theatre. I've interwoven some of Brother Noland's stage announcements to further enhance what he was talking about in my interview. And Brother Noland kindly gave me permission to use two of his songs from that concert at the Mauna Lani Hotel Resort. I hope you'll enjoy it. Aloha, Brother Noland.
Yeah, hello there. How you doing?
Thank you for being on. Thank you for, let me take this mask off so I can talk here. Thank you for being on Big Island Music, Songs and Stories.
My pleasure.
You're getting ready to do your Kahilu benefit concert today.
Correct.
At the Mauna Lani Hotel.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful day. You got the ocean right behind you. It's a beautiful setting, yeah?
Yeah, and the renovation of the hotel is beautiful as well. Yeah.
Let's dive right in. Musically speaking, how have you been coping with some of the limitations from the pandemic?
Well, you know, I actually got stuck in Oregon in March when they had the lockdown.
Oh, no.
So I've been in Oregon for the last 3.5 months. I was only going to visit my grandkids for like 4 days. Then it was 1 week. Then it was 2 weeks. Then it was 3 weeks. 4 weeks. I started setting up camp in their bedroom. The bed was called the Mauna. The village was called the other bed that they put on the ground so that they could camp with Tutu. Yeah, and I ended up being stuck in Oregon for 3.5 months. Wow, that was crazy. You know, the silver lining was I got to spend the most time I have ever spent with my grandchildren. You know, I'm a traveling man. I think my son-in-law said to me, "Wow, Tutu, this is the longest you've ever stayed with us. You know, can I have part of your Social Security check?" Because I usually stay like 3 or 4 days, and I stayed 3.5 months, and it was so cool. But the thing was, I got to watch what was happening in Hawaii via the social media, you know, and live stream. And, I couldn't wait to get home. And, of course, everyone in my family wanted to pack their bags and come home, too. Anyway, I'm home, so telepathically, I send out all the good vibes from Hawaii to my family up there in Oregon. And, you know, home was so important. And it's nothing like it when you land back in Hawaii. Wouldn't you agree? When I landed in Kona, yeehaw! And I thought to myself, this time around, I'm going to enjoy myself no matter what I'm doing, where I am. Yeah, it's going to be fun. If I got to go to KTA to shop, it's going to be fun. I'm not going to look at prices. I'm not going to look at parking. I'm not going to grumble in the TSA line. I'm going to love and enjoy that I come from this place, 50th State of Mind, area code 808. Won't you agree? Yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful.
Did you have any plans for a tour this year?
Yes, we
Tell
have
me
to
about that. Huh?
I was gonna do a tour with Nathan Avial and John Cruz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we took all the promo photos and everything too, and we're going to do several shows and stuff, and that got canceled.
In the States?
Yeah. That got canceled, and I had some other performances actually here in Hawaii Island that got canceled or postponed, I would say.
Right.
Yeah, because we're all just kind of waiting to see where it's going to go with everything. But so happy to be home. And yet, it was a rich experience for me to be away from Hawaii and be with my grandchildren. So I got a chance to teach them a lot of things. And I also wasn't so inspired, you know, to play music. So I really didn't play music all the time, but just spend family time when I came back. But then I got all inspired again.
So since then, have you had a chance to write any new material? Think of any songs? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last week when I was in Oregon, I had that. It comes in flashes.
Right.
Right. So the last week I was inspired. My daughter gave birth to my 5th grandchild too. Wow. So that was like, wow, that was so cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and then coming back to Hawaii, I had to quarantine in Hilo.
14 days, yeah.
14 days. Yeah. So then I got inspired again, like 14 days, like just like you can't do nothing except like feel happy that you're home.
Yeah.
Right, and so the guitar was in my hand the whole time.
Nice.
So I got some new stuff.
So that's coming eventually down the road, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You've been pinned with the title Father of Hawaiian Music, but you play many different styles. Can you talk about some of the different genres that have inspired you over the years?
Well, every genre inspires me. I mean, I listen music in totality, and because when you understand how music works, then it's about the musicality more than the music. So, I mean, I can take pieces from an orchestration, and make it work on a guitar or make it work on a piano piece, like, or the sound of a flute, I can duplicate it, because each of these musicians, that play these certain instruments, they work on their tone, they work on their intonation, all those kinds of things. And their phrasing is what I listen to in music. When you reach a particular level, I'm listening to the phrasing that they do. And because I songwrite, I pick and choose all these different melodic progressions, yeah. That's how I come up with music.
Any particular artist that jumps out at you that...
oh my goodness, so many.
That would surprise us?
Yeah, I just feel that it's important, even when I teach younger people, you got to study the Beatles, you got to study the Eagles, you got to study Stevie Wonder.
The classics, yeah.
Yeah, you got to study Steely Dan. But you also got to study like Sammy Davis Jr. and Frank and all these guys, they all have, then it comes into stylists, what kind of stylist you are. Yeah, so I'm constantly listening to all forms, and then I localize it too, right? Because there's a lot of great musicians in Hawaii too. All the Hawaiian musicians too, they just have a beautiful way. Hawaiian music has such a beautiful, poetic way of taking simplicity and making it sound beautiful. So I really study the Hawaiian music as well too. Then I come up with, I guess, what you would call Hawaiian contemporary, Hawaiian, contemporary Hawaiian, contemporary. Yeah, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, whatever pocket it fills. Yeah.
I think today, but if I was to choose an artist, if you ask me today, who's like your favorite artist, I would say Bruno.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Bruno. He's got the whole package.
Oh yeah. Well, he draws from many different people. Yeah.
The same, and the fact that he's from Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah, there's something special about being from Hawaii. You just got that connection too. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got it all. He's got everything. The dance moves, the lyrics, his songwriters. Yeah, so that would be my favorite. I'm gonna do this song. It'll be the 1,977,000th time. What I've come to an understanding is called spiritual maturity. That each artist has a signature song, and what you try all your life to do is write another song like the song that kind of puts you on the map and continues to keep you there. I've been very lucky and fortunate to have written this song, and I had no idea that it was going to go to places that it has gone. And like I said earlier, through this one song I put all my kids through college. And she's about 99 years old now, but she still looks good in a one piece. Anyway, I wrote it long ago after a basketball game. I was sitting in the back of the pickup truck playing for other guys, that thing that we do when we're young. And I was doing the blues, I was doing. And then I started doing the George Benson picking. He top picks. And as I was doing that, This melody came to me. And I added a beat to it. And it changed the face of Hawaiian music forever. Not my face. Anyway, it goes like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Words go like this. Hey, ooh, they got it from the tropical island. Ooh, they got it from the Hollywood scene. Ooh, got some money, got it in the red lips. Ooh, but not baby, should have been true. Take a bite to the coconut girl. And look, I'm gonna say goodbye. She's a coconut girl in a high fashion mood. All right, help us out now. Here we go. I said someone got it done up in the bathroom in the bed. Hey, they out and feeling like I know them in the goodbye, coconut girl. A high fashion world. Take me around and then turn around. Take me to paradise, celluloid. Cause someone got it in my heart. Into it never let it so good. And what I need a purpose of the makeup and the skin. Goodbye, yeah. Say goodbye to the coconut girl. Look, I'm gonna say goodbye. She's a coconut girl in a high fashion world. All right, let's get better. Someone got it done up in a poster in the bed. Goodbye, coconut girl. Okay, high fashion world. Take me to love and lecture and around. Take me to paradise, celluloid. Because her face is on the cover of a magazine. Got me all shaking like a gypsy bean. I wanna see the purpose of the makeup and the skin. Goodbye, baby. Say goodbye to the coconut girl. And look, I'm gonna say goodbye. She's my coconut girl in a high fashion world. All right, we're going home now. All right, let's make this one good. I said goodbye, coconut girl. Tell my high fashion world one more time. Goodbye, coconut girl. Tell my high fashion world. Say goodbye to your coconut girl. And look, I'm gonna say goodbye. She's a coconut girl in a high fashion world. All right, thank you everybody. Aloha.
Let's pick out 2 original songs that you're going to play and a little backstory behind them that maybe the general public doesn't know.
Let me see now. Let's try and bypass Coconut Girl.
Okay.
Let's try and bypass Big Ship.
Okay.
Right, but let's do something like the one I just did, Tropical Baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people don't, because they pigeonhole me as the Hawaiian da-da-da, right? But I write all kinds of songs, right? And so that particular song, I've had licensed and recorded a lot, but I only have one version that I did just out of fun back in the 90s. But this song, Tropical Baby, the Casimiros picked that song up way back when Robert Casimiro heard me playing it, and then he wanted to record it, and then they played it on Good Morning America way back when. Yeah, when you play a song on Good Morning America, your royalty check is nice and fat. Yeah, so, but it's a fun song. It's a, yeah, and it's kind of got that hapa haole, Hawaiian swing thing in it. And I actually wrote it when I was performing at the luau shows for a little bit, you know, surviving, just getting in my feet wet in the Hawaii business, you know, of music, and being a backup musician behind a hula and Tahitian review. You get to see all of the dancers in front of you all the time, So,
so there's no particular tropical baby. It's multiple.
It's like it's a figment, It's a,
cool.
So that's
wonderful.
That's how, just the way they were moving and dancing and everything, and everybody. When I wrote it, everybody could relate to, like, oh, okay, I seen that tropical baby. I seen him when I came to Hawaii. Okay, what I don't know. I'm Great Hawaiian Man. I'll do Great Hawaiian Man too.
Okay.
And that's a song that when both me and my brother were living on the mainland and we were pursuing our careers, my brother was in New York on Broadway, and I was in Seattle, working the, you know, Pioneer Square inside there, and we talked on the phone and we decided we would go home. We would come to Hawaii Island and we would record and do some songs, and Hawaiian songs, because my brother really missed the green. So we came back to Hawaii and we rented a place in Kapoho, which is no longer there. And we recorded at the legendary Sea West studios back in the 80s and 90s, which is no longer there, in Leilani Estates as well, too. And we wrote some songs, and one night after we put all the musicians, we just exhausted all the musicians. I was doodling around with some chords and some words, and my brother heard, and he came inside, and we sat down, and the words just poured out. Great Hawaiian Man, and it was like again like a big. We kind of wrote it as if we were speaking to other people that were mentors of ours, and how they're beacons of light for us. So that's how that one is. I wrote this one too. It's about being out in the sky. Some of us dream, and some of us make it a reality. So I actually wrote this song because my family was from this beautiful island and from Kona. And when I saw the space shuttle crash years ago, and Ellison Onizuka was on board, touched my soul, my very soul. So I immediately got on my guitar and I started playing these particular notes that help to heal us, notes that help us to mourn, notes that give us happiness. It's all inside here. And you just touch it and you feel it, and then you find it, and then the words come right after that. So I found this beautiful chord. It goes like this. And it sounded like spaceship kind. Felt like the stars. So as I kept playing it, I felt like I was an astronaut. I started to move the chords around. And before I knew it, 24-karat magic in the air. Head to toe, soul player. The words go like this. I believe in unity. I believe in world peace, and I don't believe that flags decide what colors we are. I believe in children, and I don't believe in bombs. And I want to fly my spaceship, come with me to a better star. Do you want go? Want to go? Yes, I wanna go. Take me to the magic planet. Do you wanna go with me? Do you wanna go with me? Yes, I wanna go. Take me to the magic planet. And we question laws of justice as a beast inside us grows. And we wonder if there still will be a place to go. Oh yes, the world has been divided. We've been sectioned off too long. And I wonder who made up the borderlines. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Yes, I want to go. Take me to the magic planet. I want to go. Question laws of justice. There's a beast inside us grows. And you wonder if there still will be a place to go. And the world's been divided. We've been sectioned off too long. And I wonder who the hell made up the borderline. I wanna go. Take me to the magic planet. I wanna go. Somebody take me to the magic planet.
In addition to your music, you're also a published author. Mm-hmm. Would you like to say a few words about your Hawaii Survival Handbook?
Yeah. What can I say about that? I was really surprised. It's for the publishing company. They let me know that it's in its 6th reprint already. Wow. Yeah. So they were able to, it's in the ABC stores. It was in, but it's like, it was a fun book that I wrote. That's my other life. Yeah. Teaching kids how to how to behave correctly and teaching them survival skills. Yeah, and I graduated from a survival school in New Mexico too, so it's always something I was interested in.
One of the topics in it is how to survive a shark attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the right? And the joke in it is like, you know, like if you don't know where you're going, don't go unless you go with someone, you know, stay out of the water.
Yeah, that's how you survive, yeah.
Right. So it was it's a fun book. It's a fun read.
And that's available through your website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Is there any important message you'd like to pass on during these extraordinary times to your fellow musicians or to the rest of the fans out there?
I think that the COVID pandemic has just taught us how to be patient and how to relax and learn how to go with the flow. When that moment arrives where you have to do what you got to do, just fully embrace it, yeah. Mm-hmm. And we got to learn how to adapt and adjust. And I think a lot of people don't know how to do that, but in my survival school, we teach that. That's the 4 pillars: adapt, adjust, embrace, and endure. Mm. Yeah, and if you can really focus on practicing those skills to an optimum level, you're going to be all right. Mm.
Brother Noland, thank you so much for your time today.
You're right. Okay. Thank you. Aloha.
Aloha.
You've been listening to the Songs and Stories podcast, which is a production of Big Island Music Magazine. You can find us on the web at bigislandmusic.net, and be sure to follow us on Facebook. Thanks for listening to Songs and Stories.